Welcome back to It Was Never a Phase cards, and this week we should finally be seeing the Phantasmal Flames pre-orders go live, both on Pokemon Center and other retailers after they were delayed last week. We're going to break down just a little bit more detail why exactly they were delayed last week, and then also I'm going to share some tips and tricks on kind of my approach and what I do to make sure that I have guaranteed pre-orders with Pokemon Center. So make sure you stay tuned for that because those can be helpful if you've had a rough go with Pokemon Center in the past. But let's just jump straight into the reason why things were delayed. We talked about it before in a previous video, but we have a little bit more information here. This article is coming from PokeBeach, but a Scalper group, cleared out the Phantasmal Flames from Pokemon Center before release. Everything was ready. Pokemon Center had stuff loaded on their back end. They just hadn't essentially clicked go live. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but the products weren't available for purchase. But this Scalper group named Hidden Society, they found a backdoor loop essentially using bots to place purchases before the products went live. And they were able to order over 42,000 products collectively on their group. And the group admin, Robbie West, was bragging. On top of this, you can see the screenshot in which he was bragging at the bottom right here. This is our holiday season. Let the criers cry and the whiners whine. They can go tell their moms what happened while we reap the profits. So he's obviously bragging, being very, not a good look, right? To be out there just flaunting this. So the only other downside to this too is we were initially getting reports that their orders were getting canceled. However, that part seems to be unclear at this point in time. PokeBeach is reporting, saying it remains unclear if Pokemon Center canceled the group's orders because there was a private message that was shown to PokeBeach where one of the group's admins told another staff member, just tell everyone the orders got canceled so, to stop people talking about it. Shortly after, screenshots began to circulate of alleged canceled orders. So we are not actually 100% sure if those orders got canceled or not, but hopefully they did, and that would be more of a reason for why the launch was delayed. Right? Because not only did they need to patch the security and change all that stuff, but canceling 42,000 orders, I think, takes a little bit of time. I don't think you can just instantly click a button and have it be quite that easy. So hopefully those orders got canceled, but that's the reason why everything got delayed. Now, moving forward, what you can expect. We have multiple products being launched here. Not only do we have this Charizard Ultra Premium collection, but we have all of the regular products being launched, your booster boxes, your ETBs, and all of that stuff. And what I'm looking for mostly is I'm targeting, obviously I'm going to try and target this Ultra Premium collection if I can, but most of what I'm looking to get is the Pokemon Center ETBs, then booster boxes, then the UPC, depending on if this is going to be loaded on the Pokemon Center website or not. We don't exactly know quite yet as far as this product goes, but that's kind of, and then booster bundles and other packs. So I kind of have a tier list of what I'm looking to target. Obviously these products are going to be insanely hot. I mean, you can see right here, this is a great looking box. The UPC, it's actually pretty stacked as far as pack selection goes. It's got a really nice looking promo. It looks like this is the confirmed Charizard promo. So I actually really like this card. I know it's a little bit controversial. Some people like it, some people don't, but that's what we're looking at as far as that goes. Amazing artwork on the playmat and the sleeves. So this is going to be a big box. But when it comes to the Pokemon Center, how do you know when it's going live and all of that stuff? And what do you do once you're in the queue? So once you get the queue goes live, if you're not familiar, you get to see they changed it to a Snorlax with a Pikachu on his belly. Once you get into that screen, do not do anything. Do not refresh your page. That is the worst thing that you can do. It tells you on the thing not to refresh, but don't refresh. You're in the queue. What's unfortunate is they don't show you where you are in the queue, right? Like what number you are, how long you have to wait, anything like that. There is a way, if you're on Google Chrome and possibly other browsers, but I use Google Chrome. If you guys want to see where you're at least if you're on desktop, this is how you do it. So you're in the queue, you right click right here. You can, it's not showing up right here, but you right click and you click inspect. Now you guys should be able to see this right here. So this is what you're going to want to be looking at. You're going to click over to these arrows right here. Once again, it's bringing up a little thing that you guys can't see on the screen recording, but you just go to network, which brings up this screen. And then on this left side right here, there'll be a few things popping up, but one thing it'll say Encapsula INCAPSULA, Encapsula. You're going to click on that, and then on the left side, the right side, it's going to show you your position. It's going to show you a number, and you're going to know your position. So that's the easiest way to know where you're at in the line. Okay, so that's a big tip. And then also on top of that, if you want to have the best chance, unfortunately, like, you just have to play the game, right? I'm out there with you guys, right, doing the same thing, trying to get these drops at Pokemon Center and everywhere else. But you're going to want to pull out your phone. You're going to want to disable Wi-Fi so it has its own IP address, and you're going to want to do the same thing on your phone, and you're going to have a second chance to get through the queue, essentially. So that's what you're going to want to do to give yourself the best chance. Use a desktop and a mobile device, and then on your mobile device, if you're on iPhone, I've had better luck using Chrome on my phone as well. So use the Chrome, don't use the Wi-Fi. Don't refresh. Don't go to your messages on your phone and like be going back and forth between apps. Just leave it be, and you'll get through the queue eventually. Okay, so that gives you your best chance. Also, Pokemon does they've been sending out an email when this stuff tends to go live, but sometimes it seems like that email tends to be late, and it doesn't. By the time you get it, it could be too late. So don't necessarily rely on the email. It's a little slow, at least in my experience. So you're not going to want to rely on that email. And then as far as products, this is currently what we're looking at for what we know, at least as of now, are loaded on the Pokemon Center that will be available for order. This obviously is subject to change. Things can change. But at least on the official Pokemon Center website, we're looking at booster bundles, ETBs, and booster boxes. We don't have single packs or the 3-pack blisters loaded up. Those are going to be on other retailers. We'll talk about that in a second. But this brings us to the sponsor of today's video, which is PokeNotify. PokeNotify is a notification service. You can get notifications sent directly to your phone for all sorts of restocks, from Pokemon Center to your Walmart, Target, Best Buy, whatever it may be. Any website, any region that you're in, as you guys are seeing playing in the video right here. You can get pings sent directly to your phone, and this is what I use for Pokemon Center drops. They're going to let you know on the Pokemon Center when the queue, before the queue is even going up. They're going to say security is starting to change. Get ready. And then that's when you get ready. And then you join the queue. They'll have the actual links to the actual products available. And then you can get in, and that gives you your best chance. So PokeNotify is what I use, and I've had the best success with getting through for these drops. You don't have to take my word for it. They have a success channel with thousands of results. They have great reviews. So if you want to check out PokeNotify, there is a free 3-day trial in the description with a discount code. So if you guys want to check that out, the link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. So check out PokeNotify for your best chance to get some Phantasmal Flames drops. And then let's talk about some other retailers that we should be seeing some other products for. Now, Best Buy started dropping, it looked like last week, only the Charizard UPC. It looked like to be the only product that was going live. So I don't know if there will be more available this week when it comes to that. But they do have it loaded up on their website, and we'll talk about the other products as well. Also, real quickly, before we go any further, I just wanted to also talk about times. When it comes to the times, we do not know exactly when these are going to drop. I'm releasing this video on Sunday, so hopefully you guys can see it before the week. It could be tomorrow. It could be Monday, early in the morning. It is important to talk about the times, obviously. Monday morning early. I'm West Coast, so I'm going to be up as early as 5 a.m., which is 8 a.m. Eastern, just to be safe. And we don't know. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We really don't know. Although if I had to guess, it would be earlier in the week since they've already delayed. So Monday or Tuesday is probably what we're looking at. It's very, very likely. But like I said, nothing is a guarantee. So be ready as far as that goes. Those are the times that we're looking at. But also keep in mind that it's subject to change. Like, they've thrown us curveballs before, right? And they could wait, and they could also do oddball times. So they could wait. We've had some drop. There was some stuff that dropped. I want to say it was a prismatic SPC drop that was 11 a.m. Pacific one time. So just like, it could be later in the day, right? So just keep that in mind. They can do whatever they want. But we are seeing these loaded up on Best Buy. So if these, I don't know if these are sold out on Best Buy or not yet, or if there'll be more, but we should be seeing booster boxes go live. Now, when it comes to Best Buy and other retailers, I have not had very good luck with Best Buy and their queue system. I just haven't. I don't know. It just seems like the bots get through, or whatever the issue may be. The bots get through and I don't have a chance. So I still try to get Best Buy, obviously, but I put more of my faith and hope in the Pokemon Center, because that queue system, for the most part, for me, like I said, maybe if you follow my follow my tips that I gave you guys earlier, and don't have a ton of tabs open. Don't have like 10 Pokemon Center tabs open, right? Just keep it simple. You don't want to get flagged as a bot, all of that stuff, right? Because they are monitoring that. So that's where I've had the most success. However, I would obviously like to score at Best Buy if possible. So Best Buy, obviously you can search on Best Buy right now. You can get these links. They're already available. So as far as Best Buy goes, booster boxes here, the Elite Trainer box. Once again, I'm focusing more on the Pokemon Center ETBs when possible, and then the booster boxes and the UPC, and then ETBs and other products. But ETBs have launched as well on their website. So this should be going live probably. Their times can vary too. Best Buy tends to do it early morning as well. So something else to keep an eye out. I don't know if it's going to be the same day as Pokemon Center, if it's going to be the next day. We don't know for certain. But what we do know is that after stuff was delayed, it is extremely more likely. It was already very likely last week and everything was lining up. It's even more likely that it's going to be this week. So we can say that with decent certainty there. So ETBs, booster bundles. We have seen booster bundles recently with a lot of sets becoming very expensive. You've seen Paldean Fates, obviously, your 151. Booster bundles are becoming more of a staple, I feel, and they're becoming very expensive. So booster bundles are always a good pickup. And then you got your sleeved packs, your art, all your 4 arts there. These are another one that, like, I look at these products honestly, the booster bundles, the sleeved, and then these 3-pack blisters as products that I would be more likely to open, just because, like, this is the downside of kind of where the current market's at, is like when even if you score a booster box at MSRP, you get it for 160, but it's already like worth 300 plus by the time you get it, it just feels wrong opening it, or at least it just feels bad because it's so expensive. But something about these cheaper products are the ones where I go, okay, well, if I get some blisters and some 3-packs, then that's what I can open. So that's kind of why I like to try and get these when I can, if possible. Obviously, you want to get your hands on any of this product. People are going to be going kind of crazy for Phantasmal Flames, and we still haven't even seen a lot of the cards being fully revealed yet. But Best Buy already has this stuff loaded up. You can find the links. Also, something that can be very helpful for Best Buy is, see how I have this saved to my list right here. You can create a list and have all these products saved already, so you can use their list feature. So that can be very helpful for Best Buy as well. So another little tip for you guys if you're not familiar. So that's what we have as far as like products dropping this week. And then I wanted to talk about real quickly at the end of this video, we talked about Charizard cards recently, but we hadn't talked a lot about Charizard's sealed product that has been doing well. And this stuff's going to get a little bit amped up as we get closer to the release of Phantasmal Flames and Inferno X, just because it's more Charizard stuff. Now, a lot of these products that we're going to talk about right here have already been doing good, but they're going to get an extra little bump. And this is one of those boxes that is like chef's kiss. It's aged really well. This is the Charizard UPC. If you're not familiar, it has really great promos. It has tons of amazing Sword and Shield packs in it from some of the best sets from the Sword and Shield era. So Charizard UPCs, this is one that it's like, yeah, these are $400 right now, but this is a buy. This is a buy all day long because these are going to continue to do well. These are going to be very expensive in the future. I mean, and look at what they've been doing. 27% in the past 3 months. They've went from sub 300 to essentially 400 right now. If you zoom out right here, you can see pretty good gains on the year, 141%. These were $154 a year ago, and now we're seeing $400. And they're going to be climbing. You can see the listed median price is around 486. These are going to continue to climb up and up and up. Maybe not quite as fast currently as some of the other products, but when it comes to like getting a wide variety of Sword and Shield packs, like I said, with some really great promos, you really can't go wrong with this box. So Charizard UPC, definitely one of the top sealed products for Charizard stuff that you can probably target at this current point in time. And then we have these tins from Paldean Fates. Nice looking tin, by the way. I like the color pattern and I like the Charizard on here. Decent looking promo for a tin as well. But this one has been getting very expensive lately. You can see we're right at the $100 mark for this tin. Obviously, Paldean Fates is just, the Bubble Mew is really carrying, doing insane things, but we're starting to see the Charizard go up in value and then the Gardevoir as well. So Paldean Fates is looking real good. 12% in the past 3 months, but you look at it on the 1 year, 144%. You know, this was a $40 tin a year ago. Yeah, I think I ripped a few of these on the channel. Nice tins. Like I said, I enjoyed opening these. You get 5 packs in here, but as far as sealed goes, this is another one that's going to keep going up. Currently, lowest listed are 120, with listed median at 127. There's actually not that many on TCG Player right now. There's only 24 of these tins currently listed, so it's going to go up to this price, $150, probably fairly quick. That's just how the market's been moving. Everything's been moving fairly quick, so keep an eye out for these tins as well. Obviously, very expensive right now, but there was this Charizard box that released not that long ago. I think if we pull up the chart, you can see for this one. Oh, maybe this was not the one that was released more recently, but you can see, you know, $30 back here a year ago, and it's doubled 117%, $67. So decent little promo here as well from this box. So there's been a few of these Charizard boxes that have kind of come out. No, yeah, this isn't the one that's come out more recently. There was one that came out more recently. I don't think that one's quite as good. I didn't pull it up for this list, but you can see that they're doing well. And Charizard, you know, we might get, there's been some kind of Charizard fatigue that's been kind of playing out, but I think with this new Phantasmal Flame set, I think maybe we'll be seeing some of that kind of go by the wayside. So some more product that's been moving. The celebrations, Lance's Charizard V celebrations boxes. These are ones that obviously are going to continue to move up in value pretty big. I mean, you can already see market's at 85, listed medians at 140. And we've seen a 48% growth just in the past 3 months alone. This is one that, as we get closer to that 30th anniversary, all of the celebration stuff is going to start to kind of get expensive. So just keep in mind that this is, you know, and so it's a fun promo. You get the regular promo and jumbo promo with the celebrations packs. This is a great little box. So I do like this one as a little collection box as well. So that's one that's been doing really well. Lowest listed is at $93 on TCG Player. So on its way up. A year ago, this was a $37, $38 box. And then lastly, this one's not that expensive yet. It doesn't really have, if I'm being completely honest, the best pack selection, but it does have a variety of Scarlet and Violet era packs. These were pretty cheap for a while, but I do like this box a little. I think that the statue, it actually is kind of cool. I do like that. But this one's not too expensive. You can see it hasn't really shot up too much. It dipped 1 year low around $54, $55, and now it's up to around $73. Listed medians at 85. Not the craziest product, but I just did want to mention it as one of the Charizard products. Now, obviously, I didn't mention every Charizard box that's around and available, because there's a ton, and this video would have been extremely long. But I just wanted to kind of mention just a few of the boxes. Some more recent, some a little bit more in the past, with that that UPC being a little bit older now. But that's what we're looking at for this week. Hopefully this was helpful, being released on Sunday, so you guys can have a little bit more information, a few more tips. Like I said, I do get a lot of comments about how do we know when it's going live? We don't, except you just have your best chance. Poke Notify will let you know when stuff is starting to, security is starting to ramp up on the website. It might be happening soon. Doesn't mean it is, but you can be ready. So we don't know, but times early morning, be ready every day this week, essentially, is kind of what you have to do. You have to play the game at this point. So hopefully it was helpful. I do know that a lot of people probably don't know how to check their queue position, so that definitely is helpful. And then, like I said, the mobile and desktop tip. Not everyone can have, both. A lot of people are out and about, or they're at work, so they'll probably only be on their phone. But you know, it is what it is. That's just my way to try and help you guys out, you know, the best that I can. I'll be out there in the trenches with you, trying to get these products at MSRP for these Pokemon Center drops, for Best Buy drops, for all the drops. I always try. It just seems like Pokemon Center tends to be my best luck so far. So yeah, I'll be out there with you guys. I don't have any special connections. I don't have any distribution. I don't have nothing. I'm just out there trying to collect cards with you guys. So I'm going to end the ramble. That's all I have for you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.